Good morning. I'm here. Let's get to it. Hello. It's been a long weekend. Come on in. Let's talk about some things. And an hour and done. That's what I'm doing. An hour and done. Oh God, I got so much to say, but I don't want to say it. So I'll try to tiptoe around some of the stuff that's happening. Hey there, baby girl. Good morning, Des. That cake look good, Des. Did you eat all that cake? That cake look good that you was advertising. Good morning, RS Construction. Thank you all for stopping by this morning. You know I done seen all the crazy stuff you have seen. But I am making a promise to myself to just stay in my lane, and I really don't want to talk about all this craziness, but it's crazy. It's just so crazy. I'm just so confused, y'all. I'm really beginning to believe that we are on some type of show. Because this can't be real. The stuff that these people do and accept and they say, it just can't be real. It can't be. I mean, this is crazy. These are grown people. I can't fathom grown people. I can't fathom grown people doing the stuff that they do here. This is a different breed of people than I've ever witnessed before. And maybe that's why it's hard for me to understand. But as I go along the streets just like you all do. Oh, okay, Des. Thanks for joining me. As I run the streets just like you all do, I see the same thing. But perception is everything. You know, my perspective, my view, my opinion is everything to me. Is what I formulate from what I observe on here. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe. But then I started thinking, sometimes we get caught up on wanting people to see things our way and wanting people to be like us, to think like us, to move like us. And I'm watching that with the Sir King and Lemon thing. Now, I like both of them. I jumped on the platform. I was trying to talk to Sir King. So, I don't have a problem with them. I had a problem with the situation. But see, I know my place. So when I saw that I wasn't getting through to Sir King, because he's a grown man, individual thinker who thinks like what he wants to think like that. I can't change his thought. My thing was to try to show him another point of view. Sometimes we need people to come in and just show us just another point of view. But some people you can't get through to. And so when you see that, and you realize that, you bow out. And that's what I did. I went up there to talk to Sir King. No disrespect. And he didn't disrespect me. I have never disrespected me. So his problems with other content creator they are not my problems, because he has never disrespected me or shown me difference than that he likes me. Okay. So good morning, Prater. I'll take it for that. But what I'm not going to do, and that's on my platform or anyone else's, and that's why I make it a habit not to jump on people's platforms. I'm not going to have people over talk me. I'm not going to have people over talk me, because I'm not going to over talk people. And when I listen, there's two things I do. I try to hear for understanding. I don't listen for rebuttal. I try to hear. And those are two different things in communication that we don't always work on too well. We're not equipped with with hearing, as well as we are equipped with listening. Most people listen to rebuttal. I'm trying to hear what you're saying so I can understand it, so I could further have a dialogue with you. But when you're over talking me and you shutting me down, then I have lost the battle of trying to even dialogue with you, so I back out. Now, Lemon and Sir King has a strange, and that's their relationship, but it's their relationship. So it's not for us to say who should come and who should go. You know, that doesn't weaken Lemon as a man because he stand there and or he sit there or however and allow Sir King and him to go back and forth with each other. And to most people, he's cowing down. To me, he's handling the situation the way he want to handle. Now, would I like to see him handle it a different way? Because if it was me, I would have. But it's not me. So I stay in my lane. You do you. They are well today. They're doing well. They had a show last night and people like them as a duo. You know, people don't always like what happens on their lives, but they like them as a team. Now, this is just something I'm going to say about me and my family. Hey, good morning, sassy baby. My family and I have a relationship that if something happens to us, we will disagree behind the scenes. Even if it starts on live, on a platform, I shut it down. Yeah. See, I control my platform, so I shut a lot of shit down that I don't want to happen. Even when people come on here talking reckless, if I have guests and they don't like guests, my gemologists know to shut them down. And how you shut them down is either to exit them off your platform, to time them out, or just boot them, kick them, or whatever. But you don't allow stuff to just continue on, because what happens is people start adding their 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents, whatever amount of time, money. They start adding it, and sometimes they make the situations worse. Okay. So Sir King and Lemon, I wish y'all well. Lemon is a grown man. We don't know what their relationship is really about. We only know what we see, and what we see we don't like, because to me, people see disrespect to Lemon. But see, Lemon's a grown man. He's the only one that could prevent forest fires for himself. That's one of my favorite sayings. Only I could prevent forest fires. So no matter what it looks like to us, because the shit look crazy to a lot of us, that's their relationship. And you don't get in their relationship, because at the end of the day, it's like a marriage going bad. Now, this is just my perspective. It's like a family. It's like a marriage going bad. And the marriages, in this marriage, they having these problems. And now the family is getting involved, which is the supporters and other content creators. I'm going to call them the family on here. They're getting involved. They're putting their 2 cents in. They wanted each individual to see their side. They feel for one individual because it seems like that individual is being weak towards the other one. But that's not our relationship, because we don't know what the real deal is. We only know what they showing us, and what they showing us don't look good to us. See, because I have a problem with it. But see, that's my problem. That's not their problem, because they have their own understanding. See, so it's not for me to keep going back and forth trying to make Sir King see anything. It was just me offering my perspective and my opinion and trying to get answers, like a lot of us. But when you get shut down, you just leave, and you leave it be, and you let it play out. So while we worried about Lemon being used or abused or disrespected, Lemon don't have a problem being used or disrespected, is the way we perceiving it. Lemon doesn't have a problem with it, because he's right back on Sir King's platform that night and the following night. So if he doesn't have a problem with it, I damn sure don't. Mhm. But it's like a marriage. Two people are fighting, and you can see their relationship is getting tense. See, because they had a lot of tense moments over there, and I watched it from a far, far back. This didn't just happen now. It started long time ago. But what I perceived is what I still perceive what's going on. But it was a little tense. And you could see that Sir King is getting a little irritated. Now, it could be, let's just put ourselves in his place for a minute. It could be because so much stuff has happened to him. And this is his way of dealing with it, is to attack. Because remember, when you're in a relationship, you in a marriage or whatever, the closest person to you always get the brunt of it. They don't even have to do anything, but you take it out on them. And that could be the case here. He's going through so much. I'm just guessing I'm just from observation. A lot of people have left, for whatever reason they have left. That's their thing, These relationships on here go back and forth, back and forth. You like me one day, you don't. The next day you don't. You'll love me again and then you won't. So I don't play those games, so I can't understand it. But what I do understand is family dynamics. And there's a family dynamics going on here. Some of the children have left. And I'm not talking in respect of this being a man and woman, y'all. Don't listen, not get that straight, because I hear people say all these things about them. I'm not talking about it in this aspect. I'm just talking about in a relationship aspect. I see these two people are fighting. Dad don't listen and mom don't. Mom is trying to get through to dad that dad, I see things different, and dad just won't listen. He shuts it down. So what happens with the children that have been involved, the ones that have walked away, follow the story, they just gave up. They was like, Dad, if I can't talk to you, come to you and talk to you, and I'm here for you, supporting you, Dad, and we are a unit, then I'm just going to leave. See, I'm just going to leave and create my own family. Now, whether you become a content creator or not, creating your own family, you just go elsewhere. And that's what I see happening here. Some people have left because they don't always agree with what's going on. So they have walked away. They have walked away from it. But some people have stayed to see, how can I continue to make my family work? Everybody don't always do that. See, you have to put into families. You don't always have to take the BS that your family members giving you, but you have to remember that they're your family and you want this unit to move together. It don't always happen like this. So when things start to happening to dad, mom is getting the pressure and the children are getting the pressure. So when things is happening to Sir King, it looks like he's getting tensed. He's getting mad. He's turning against Lemon. That's what it looks like to people. He's shitting on Lemon. But Lemon, on the other hand, is saying, I see something different. You guys don't see what I see. I see something different. So I'm going to stay right here. That's what he said. I'm going to stay right here because you guys see as him doing something so bad, foul to me. I don't get it. To me, he may be mad at me, but I'm not mad at him. So I'm going to stay here. And then he said something months ago that Miss Teav caught on to. He told Sir King, I'm sick of seeing all our family members leave. He said, I'm sick of it. We have our own family. We need to keep our family. Now, that may not be word for word verbatim, but that was my perception of it. That's what I perceived out of the conversation. He said, I'm sick of it because someone else had left Sir King and their family who Lemon really liked. And he was at that point upset. But Sir King was explaining to him, this is my platform. I'm moving in a different direction. And if this family can't move with me, then some of the children, which are the supporters, and I don't mean literally children, will have to leave. They just go leave me. And some of them left. And then it continued on. And it happened again. And Lemon was upset. Mm-hmm. I watch Sir King every night. I support Sir King. You know, like I said, we have a relationship. I don't have a problem with him. So every night I watch him when I can until I fall asleep. So I saw this developing long time ago. So now Sir King is feeling like, damn, all these other people is attacking me. You know, they supposedly, quote, I don't know who he is. I don't even care who's behind the avatar. Whoever, they're doxing me. And it seems like the very people that's bringing harm to me, because I want y'all to catch this, because this is really what's going on. To me, the very people are bringing harm to me, you're siding with. You're my mate. You're my co-host. You're my super supporter, whatever. You're supposed to be down with me. And you signed with the mofos that's attacking me. That's sending a different signal to him. See? So I see where Sir King fits in that, and I see where Lemon fit in that. And I see where the children who have left and said, I'm sick of not being able to talk to you. I'm sick of being over here, being committed and supporting you, and you not trying to hear us show you a different, show you something different, what's going on. Us on the outside looking in. But that's called family dynamics, because we don't always know what develops behind the scenes with the family. So sometimes we just have to watch the family play out. Whether the family separate or stay together, we'll just have to watch it play out. And like I said, I really don't want to go too deep into their specific relationship, but I just want to show you in the form of family dynamics. We all have them. We have them here sometimes, but we know how to put our stuff in check. They don't always agree with me. My family don't always agree with me, but we not gonna ever come here and let y'all know that. Because the day that I weaken my family bond, because I am the matriarch, I am the head of the Mz.Teavalocity show. And the day that I weaken my bond with my family, I will go ahead and walk away from them before I come down here and embarrass them. I'm not going to do that to them. And I'm damn sure not going to let them do it to me. But some people do that. They come on here and they show you everything. And so then we all start making assumptions. Let them go. If Lemon like what's happening and Sir King like what's happening, let them do their own thing. It's not for me to say they doing anything wrong, because that's the way he handles his family. Their bond may be a little stronger than what we see. We don't know what they really say. See, people could come on here and tell us anything. I'm telling you, they could tell us anything. And we have to believe them, or we have the option not to believe them. But we don't know what those Sir King and Lemon really have going on behind the scenes. They say they don't. They say they don't engage behind the scenes. But shit, I could tell you that me and Diva don't engage behind the scenes, and we do. So we don't know what they really saying to each other. So we can't sit here and judge it. It looks weird to us. It looks weird that a grown man, to us, what people perceived, and I'm just saying what people perceived out of this, that a grown man was begging another grown man to be with him, like to stay there. That's what people may have perceived, like Lemon was cowing down, and Sir King was like, in his mind, I don't give a shit what you say, Lemon. I'm gonna stand on what I believe, and I'm gonna stand here, and you either like it or not. That's what we saw. That's just what we saw. Am I the only one who's seen that? Explaining to him what happened. They didn't have to do that in public. They chose to. That was something they could do behind the scenes. Now, I'll say it again. It's several people that I have seen in the Avatar Nation family that I thought was strong supporters of his. That I thought, but I don't know what really happened with them, so I can't talk about. All I do is know that when I go in there now, I don't see those people. And it kind of saddens me because whether you know it or not, or you could pretend like it's no big deal, but families and bonds are being built virtually here. And we have to respect each person's boundaries. And we have to respect them. And we have to know that each person plays a certain part in our virtual world. In my family, each person plays a certain part. My supporters, my gemologists, uh, other content creators who came over here and helped me, do something, collab with me, or what, they play a important part in my virtual world. They are somewhat like my family. But you also have snakes, jealous people, envious people. You have family members like those. You have people who say they praying for you when they actually praying against you. They don't want you to make it. Yeah, they don't want you to make, because it's something about them that's not equal to you. And they want to be you. Yeah, that's some for real shit. It's for real. And they will pretend like they your family. And then as soon as they get mad, they go other places and start talking about you. Or they start talking about you before they even go other places. So this is just another form of a virtual family dynamics we see. We don't always understand it, but we know it's something weird about it. But when I come in public with my family and start disrespecting my family, then what happens is I give other people the right to start disrespecting my family. Mm-hmm. In the chats, when they start talking about my family, when they start talking about me, I gave them that opportunity. I gave them that permission because I brought it public. Everything is not for public consumption, even playing in this virtual world. But however, I think they have worked it out. But they have family dynamics over there. And some of us should just stay out of it. And I'm going to choose to stay out, but I'm going to speak on it. Right now, I spoke on because I looked at it as a family unit having problems. And this is the way I'm breaking it down. See, this is Miss T's breakdown. That's family. That's a family having a problem. Mm-hmm. And some of the family members have said, enough is enough. I'm out of here. And some of the family members said, I'm going to stick with y'all because we're going to make this family work. And outside influences don't help a family unit when they are pulling apart and when they having problems. And then the parents become estranged and they go different places. And then people start talking about them in different areas. That's just what's happening here, y'all. That's what's happening. Keep in mind, Sir King is very strategic. Keep in mind, Sir King is very strategic because he knows that the divide and conquer group is out there waiting for. Exactly. So it's his job, because we know everybody is not for them. We know everybody is waiting for Sir King and Lemon to break up. We already know that. We just know that as a given. We see it. So it's it's his job to hold his family together, but it's also your job too. And you may not like this one, Sir King, and it is what it is. It's your job sometimes to listen to your family because they see things that you don't see because you can't be everywhere. And sometimes your family see things that you don't see that can be beneficial to help your family stay together and grow. You have to receive constructive criticism sometimes. I know, brother. I know, but you have to, because some of those people are really there for you. And when you don't listen to them, you turn them away from you and they leave. And remember, your supporters is what keep your platform going. Avatar Nation family is what keep Avatar Nation going. We can't buck up against everybody. Sometimes we just have to listen and hear, not listen to respond. We have to listen to hear what someone is saying and then come back and rebuttal or respond, because sometimes impulsive responses create problems. You can't shut everybody out, babe. You can't shut down everyone. But then again, it is who you are. They either accept you or they don't. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. Sir King lost some really good people. Lemon is a good person and he doesn't owe Sir King anything, and vice versa. Abuse is abuse. That's a perspective of yours. I can't knock that. Sir King loved Bomb Lemon last night before Lemon clicked the link. Sir King loves Bomb King and he abused him again, and when he took his option to defend him. Now listen, what I'm not going to do, I respect what everyone's saying here. This is not a drag Sir King. Y'all know how I am. I'm very respectful for people, and I'm very respectful to people because I ask for that respect in return. So I'm not going to sit here and drag them. Like I said, we all see something, but do we really see what's really going on? We're only assuming, we only putting it in perspective from what we see, but we really don't know what's going on here. All we know is that they had a bad deal the other night. They had a bad, they had some little kerfuffle, they call it over here, and hopefully things are all right with them. I didn't say his spouse. I didn't say he don't owe him any loyalty. That's your opinion, and you right, Sephora. But what I'm saying is they have a bond as a family unit there. He's not a spouse. The only thing I did is made an analogy of a family unit and dysfunctions in the family. That's all I did. I didn't say Lemon was his wife, Lemon was his husband, or Lemon was nothing. I said they are a family unit. That's his co-host. And when I did the analogy, I made it very, very clear that I wasn't saying one was the husband, one was the... In my analogy, that's what I said. But as far as them, no, he don't owe him anything, but he choose to stay there. So apparently he feels like he owe him some loyalty. Okay? He feels like he owe him some loyalty because he chose to stay there. Okay? And that's the bottom line. Once you attempt to embarrass, I'll just gratefully fall back. Anything else is abusive to me. It is. I mean, it is, but no one can destroy what has been created. Destruction and decay starts within. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. We're seeing them as a family going through some dysfunction, and what we perceive is what we perceive, because some of us perceive things different. But we got to remember, families have dynamics. They have family dynamics, and a lot of things we don't see, only what they put out for public consumption. That's what we see. That's what we formulate our opinions off of. Okay, good morning. He comes off as childish to me. Also, family should know if you put it online and disrespect boundaries. That's the truth. That's why I said everything is not for public consumption. And I think one of the bad moves was they allowed the public to see it. So now the public will have permission to make commentary off of it and to spin it any way they want to. Because like I said, I'm sure what I seen, some people seen the same thing. But like I said, I like both parties. Hopefully they'll stay together. And if not, there's a time and season for everything. And when your time is up, you don't beg, you don't cry, you don't plead, you just walk away, or it's over. You can't make somebody love you. There's a time and season. Everybody is placed in your life for a reason, for a specific reason. And when their job is done, they're done. It could, for whatever reason they was there, whatever you got out of the relationship, when it's done, it's done. And it is what it is. Take it back. I didn't watch. I have no idea how things played out. Sounds like your perspectives come from knowledge of dysfunctional relationships in general. Absolutely right. And that's how I say I always try to look deeper. I try to look deeper. You're absolutely right, Andrea. Sir King is better served being a solo act because he seems to get threatened easily. I don't know, like I said, from my perspective, so much stuff has been going on. Hey, Jamila, so much stuff. And you remember when it seems like the family start getting a little tense is when things start happening to Sir King. And you got to remember, he's the head of the family, the Avatar Nation family. So when things get tense and easy with him, that's the way he's dealing with it. I can't say right or wrong. I'm telling you my perspective. I'm telling you what I see. And I'm doing it without biasness, to be honest with you, because I saw wrong in both parties the other night and the night before and them other nights that I watch it. Because I can imagine how someone will feel if they think that someone's coming after them and you may like them or side with them. You know, my family and I, my real family and I have a thing. And it may sound crazy, but we stick together. We are loyal. We are loyal to each other. If you do something to one person, you've done it to all of us. That may not be the case, and that shouldn't always be the case, but that's how my family, my real family, and I, you do something to Diva, you did it to me. Now, it depends to what degree. Diva, like a lot of content creators, I don't like. I don't watch them, and it is what it is. She can't even persuade me to watch them. She know that. Andrea knows that. People know that. When I say I don't fool with you no more, I'm done. I'm done. I don't watch you from the bushes. I don't watch you. I just don't watch you. And I don't care. You know, they probably saying there she go throwing us under the bus again. But they know what I'm saying. My family know what I'm saying. And if they don't, they'll deal with me behind the scenes. You guys will never see it. But so that's what that looks like, you guys. And sometimes what we just have to do is stay in our lane. But know this. Hey, Life with Jamil, once you put something on here, it's called public consumption. And we all eat different. Some of the times we chew slow, we chew fast. Sometimes we just swallow the food. It's called consumption. And sometimes we don't like the food, we spit it out. And sometimes we just say no. We just say no. You pick your thing. You pick your thing, because I know how I pick mine. But anything I put out here is for public consumption. So you can't get mad when people come down here and start dragging and talking about you because you put it out here for them to talk about. But remember, this is an entertainment app. These people are getting paid by clicks and views. They're getting paid by clicks and views. And some people, it is what it is. They doing things for clicks and views. It is what it is. What Trina say? You know, Trina is my girl. Let's see. Sir King and a few others has diehard supporters, but now they're gone. Many of these CCs are socially awkward and only shine online, don't know how to act. It's their first time being popular. That's an interesting thing, Trina C, because you are absolutely right. Being a content creator, when you have, I told you, is a euphoric feeling, is a high you get. When you have 1,000 people in your chat, 1,000 people in your chat, 500 people, and they cheering you on, and you have solid supporters, that's a high you get. It's a high. And some people don't know how to handle popularity. Some people don't know how to be humble. See, because when these people leave, if they don't click on my link tomorrow, I'm nobody. So I respect that. And I keep that in perspective and I keep it in my mind. Watch what you do and say to your supporters, because some of my supporters are diehard supporters. No matter what I do, they're here. May not be thousands, when I hit the live, may not be hundreds and thousands of people in my chat, but they're my supporters, they're my family, and that's who I'm here for. And when I disrespect and offend them and tell them that they ain't shit to me and they don't mean nothing, I really don't care. My expectations is for them to walk away and leave me alone by myself, and then I won't have a channel. So I'm very humble and grateful to my supporters and people who come over here and engage. Even you all who's hanging up in the skybox, I thank you, because there's a view. It helps my channel continue. But I never, ever want to come down here and disrespect you. Might not agree with you, but I'm never going to disrespect you and allow you to disrespect me, because you are my family. You are, at this point in this business, on this entertainment app, you make or you break me. Okay? And that's a fact. So when you tell your people you don't give a shit if they leave, F y'all, and don't F with me, if you got to remember, some people will take that literally and leave your ass right there. And if you get a couple of hundred of those people leave, you will feel it, because it affects your views. See, so when you riding high, don't think that you're so high that you could disregard that those people in that chat are the very people that make or break your channel. There's a level of respect to this stuff too. A level of respect. And you earn respect. You know? Nowadays, respect just don't come along because I'm a woman of a particular age. You have to respect me. That's out the window. But I earn respect. I demand respect because I respect you, because I appreciate you. I'm grateful that you clicked on today to join me. So I'm not going to ever tell you F you and certain things that people do on here. But that's how they move, because they think they've gotten so big that they could tell you that it ain't going to matter. But let me tell you a secret. It is going to matter. What you do here is going to matter. The way you respect people is going to matter. The way people respect you is going to matter. So if you're here for the money, you better walk on eggshells when you decide to tell people to kiss your ass and stuff like that, and F your supporters. You don't need, or you do things that turn your supporters away, because they will leave. I've seen plenty of chats now that's looking kind of dry, because that very word you said to them, they literally took it for what it was and they left. They left. So there goes your money. So remember that when you so quick and so haste at telling somebody to kiss your A and they can leave. Okay? Just remember that. But yes, okay. I'm sorry. Yes, I have done that type of work. Yes, I do. I look at the dynamics. That's why when I break it down as a dynamic, because we all are family and we function a certain way. I know my family over here function a certain way, and I still have my family. May not always see my family, but my family is here. But I respect my family too, and I don't bring all my family problems out here. Oh, they don't always agree with me. The fish rots at the head. Exactly. I noticed that one that lose supporters seem not to have friends or close families offline, and there's a reason for that. And if you watch that, Trina, if you watch that, that's what I told you. If you dig a little deeper, it's not just happening here, it's in their real life. It's in their real lives. Yeah. When you see these people act out here, something is going on in their real lives. That's how they run their real lives. Because if they didn't run their real lives like that, it wouldn't be so easy for them to run their YouTube family and lives like that. Just to be so dismissive. Okay? So let me read these, because I told y'all I won't be long. Trina C, Sassy Butterfly. Trina C, they perhaps have inability or incapability of nurturing relationships. And that's another thing. Relationships have to be nurtured and cultivated. But if you have a person that has a problem and can't deal with cultivating relationships, you can't blame them. And see, in order to cultivate a relationship, you have to be able to have dialogue. And in that dialogue, it has to be give and take. Andrea, I'm going to say you. I know Andrea. You and Diva going to kill me. She don't always agree with me. I promise you that. But I listen and I hear her out. I listen and I hear her out. And then we continue to converse. And if there's something that we're not on the same wavelength with, we discuss it so perhaps we can get on the same wavelength. But sometimes we agree to disagree and just keep it moving because she's her own woman and I'm my own woman. I'm an individual thinker. But when you have that cult-like mentality, when you have that cult-like thinking, what they call it, what you call it, Andre, that thinking, it's hard for you to think for yourself. So you're going to lead wherever anyone follow. I mean, you're going to follow where anyone leads. They can lead you down a dark road. But because you're not your own individual thinker, you're a group thinker, then you're going to follow them right into the pits of hell. You guys have to remember to be your own person, no matter what. Be your own person. Everyone is not going to like us. It's okay. We're not going to sit down here and knock down 500, 1,000 views. It's okay. You will grow in your own time. But what people will realize about you, that you took time to grow and cultivate whatever relationship you have here. Some people are more on the giving, and the person just taking. They don't respect their relationship. They're not trying to build a true relationship. They're trying to use you until they get to where they have to go. That's not cultivating and nurturing a relationship. But everybody can't do that. Everybody can't do it. So you can't expect that. But when you see that, then perhaps you accept them for who they are. You have the choice to stay or walk away. That's just facts. I'm not giving, and I don't receive anything. There has to be some type of reciprocity, right? Reciprocation, right? Reciprocation. Both of them. Okay. No one is responsible for what another person does or says. I will never uphold the blame game. Let's get to some of these messages. Family or not, I don't have dislike to someone because you fell out with them. Lemon is a good dude and don't deserve to be treated like crap so Sir King can feel better about himself. But, okay, let me see. How you pronounce your name? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I get what you're saying. I respect that. However, that's their relationship. That's their relationship. You know, if Lemon was tired of whatever was going on, he would walk away, I'm sure. He would walk away. You know, perhaps he don't feel the way we feel. Maybe he don't feel like he being disrespected, abused, or used or something like that. We can't say how he thinks. You know, he clearly said the other day when they were speaking in reference to Kwani and adore, he said, I adore Kwani. He can adore Kwani. He said she may have done or said some things to me, but I still like her. That's his right, y'all. We are trying to impede on other people's right because we don't like what they're accepting. But we can't do that. We can't do that. If that's what they accept, that's what they accept. If that's who they like, that's who they like. You like who you like. You don't like who you don't like. You support who you support. You don't support who you support. Who are we? Just let it be. You know, like I said, we don't know. Sometimes I wonder, Grand Rising, baby girl. Sometimes I wonder if we all in the show, because a lot of this shit is unbelievable to me. And it makes me question myself. And I'm very solid in my thinking. I'm very solid in my thinking. But it makes me question myself. are we on some type? What? Oh, damn, are we on the TV show? Is this stuff for real? Because I can't believe that grown people act like this. I just can't. I've never been a part of a group think. What they call it, the group think. I've never been a part of it. I've always been individual. I've always stood my ground no matter what. What happens, I stood my grounds. Sometimes people say, "Oh, you are just so harsh." No, I'm who I am. You know, yes, I can change. And sometimes people come in my family, in my real family, in my YouTube family, and let me know da 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 da. Da. You need to look at it. Da, da. And I said, "Oh, okay. Well, I never saw it that way. You know, I never saw it that way." But they know who I am too. They don't try to change me. They just try to they just try to help me see a different perspective and why they see it that way. And I go, oh, you saw it that way? I didn't see it that way. Girl, I just thought so and so. They said, no, Miss Teve, or whatever they call me by. That's not how it goes. I said, okay, I got you. I agree. It's too much group think here. And until you realize you part of the group think, then you are lost. You are lost because people are going to have the ability, and you're giving them permission to lead you astray, not being yourself. If you don't want to get up there cussing, hooping and hollering, hooting and hollering, and doing all that stuff, don't go. Just don't go. They shouldn't love you less because you're not one to cuss. You're not one to drag. You shouldn't love me less. You should just respect who I am. If you support me, you support me. You know how I get down, right? So you shouldn't love me less. You guys got to get off of that damn group thinking. We have to get off trying to impose our expectations on other people. We expect somebody to respond this way. We expect somebody to be this way. You can't do that because you that way. I had to get out of that. Yeah, I had to really work with myself. I'm still working with myself at 59 years old. Everybody's not going to be like you. You can't impose your morals and values on other people. You can't want everybody to clean like you clean, to walk like you walk, to work like you walk, to talk like you talk, to keep this. You can't expect everybody to do that. So you need to stop trying to impose your morals and values on other people. You just need to worry about being you and allow them to be them and see the good in them. That's just a fact. Hey, I started to label some chats as red states and blue states because some of the content creators do not allow unpopular opinions. In fact, you will get blocked. Let's talk about that too. This is something too that I'm noticing, that people say this old bullshit and they lying. I don't care where you go. I don't care what you do. I don't care who you support. You know, you do this. That's not the case, baby. That's not the case. You guys need to really pay attention to that. That's not the case. Because if you are over there supporting somebody they don't like, all of a sudden they start treating you like shit. They start ignoring you when you come in the chat and speak to them. They don't visit you no more. Yeah, so you do care. You're lying. You care. You care about where I go because you expect me to support you and you only. You expect me to believe what you believe and what you believe only. You expect me to fall in line with what you say and what you do. So don't lie and say you guys don't care about other people going. You do care because every time something happens, you bring it up. Yeah, well, I saw you over there in Mz.Teavalocity, and yeah, you was over there, and I know that you go over there every night. You support Mz.Teavalocity, or you do. So apparently you do care. And then you got some people who just don't care. They just neutral. They don't care where you go. They respect you the same. But that bullshit that they feed y'all, like, I don't care where you go, you care. You care. You show you care too. Because you care so much that you'll tell me every place I've been, you'll screenshot me, you'll say what I said So that means you care. Because a person that don't care, they don't do all that. Remember that. So that bull crap I don't care where you go. I really don't care where you go. And I always tell people, don't even bring me back no garbage because I don't care. I'm not going to watch their video. I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to say anything. So it doesn't matter what they say about me because I don't care about them. So they're not a factor in my life. So I don't really care what they say and how many videos they make. So that's the truth. I don't care where you go. I thank you when you come over here and support me. As long as you're not somewhere else talking about me, bad mouthing me, you guys are grown. You should be your own individual thinker. Go wherever you want to go. Say what you want to say. Just know that if you over here and you go somewhere else disrespecting me and I happen to see it or someone else see it, then I have a problem with that. Because don't fake like you like me over here and then you go somewhere else and you drag me. Because, see, I have a problem with two-faced people, but I don't have a problem with grown folks being grown folks, doing grown thing, doing their own thing, okay? I don't care. We all are grown. I go where I want. I do what I want because I paid my way, and I'm still paying my way, and you've paid your way to be grown, okay? So don't let anyone control you. Don't let anyone just control. But the minute that a content creator, and I want to bring this up, and then I'm going to wrap it up. A minute a content creator tell you, F you, they don't care about you, they don't give a damn about the supporters, they're not here for that. It's time for you to take that literally and leave. See, it is. It's time for you to walk away because they saying they don't value who you are, whether it's virtual or in real life. You only got to tell me once that you don't care for me or like me. There's no coming back. You never have to worry about me again. So when you say you don't like me or you never liked me or F me or if I did this, you don't have to tell me but once. I'm working on it. No, I don't hold grudges. I just don't fuck with you no more. Pure and simple. That's it. Hey, Kimberly Black, how are you, baby? It appeared that Sir King may be feeling the frustration of, yes, 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 Kimberly. I don't know if you just came in here, but that's what I said. From what he's going through, he's feeling pressure. And the closest one to you, he's taking it out on Lemon. And when you feel like that, the first thing you think is, damn, you, my ride or die, should always be in my corner. Or even if you're not in my corner, just don't let people see that. And that's how I felt too, Kimberly. Maybe I'm the only one. But I said the same thing. It appeared to me from his pressure that he taking it out on the closest one to him. But he doesn't see it yet. So, Sir King, we good. We not gonna go back and forth and I support you over there. You'll figure it out. Y'all will get it together and y'all will figure it out. But whenever I can come on and probably try to say, hey, I'm just trying to see what's going on or something, I'll do that. But besides that, I'm going to stay in my lane. I think that's what it is, though. Don't be whipping boy or girl for anyone. That's their insecurity, fracturely controlling problem, not yours, and vice versa. I get that, Andrea, but I don't think people always know that they're doing that. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, this is not a, hopefully they'll work it out. I explained it in the family when the family is coming apart, and mom or dad has a pressure on them as a unit, someone is going to get the brunt of it. And I think that's my perspective. Hold on. Now listen. Like I said, some family members will walk away and some family members will stay. Well, and like we said, we could respectfully disagree with people over here, Sassy. One thing we do, we hold respect in high regards, baby, over here. That's what we do. And we all, at the end of the day, say, well, we agree to disagree. And we keep it going. We don't, and it is what it is. Hey, Captivating, what's going on? You guys know y'all could just stop me in the mid sentence. Hey, Cap, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you feeling bad, sweetheart. I mean, feeling better. Oh, Jesus. Me and my fast talk. I hope you feeling better, my love. Many hugs and kisses to you. Okay, so Sir King has a controlling spirit. Lemon is not the first, second, or third. He just stay for the abuse, unlike others. Your perspective. Let's be very clear. I baby no one. Take responsibility for your own crap. Let's be clear. Hey, J Dunn. What's going on, baby girl? Let's be, you know what? It is what it is. You guys, we see one thing. We really don't know. Like I said, they'll work it out. I just look at it as family dynamics. No one has never said it to him, but just you know what? I tell you what, and I think okay, some people say I like Sir King. He's a control freak. Okay. Okay, maybe that's what you feel about him, and that could be the truth. But if you know that, listen, if you think that and you all know that and you're in a position, maybe Lemon don't see it that way though. Maybe he doesn't see that Sir King is a control freak or whatever, or he abusing him. Apparently he doesn't see it that way. you know I tell you what, I start seeing changes a while back when disagreements was coming. I just don't agree with what you're saying, or when individuality thinking was coming along, I start seeing problems. But that's for them. That's not really for me to say. I'm not going to get too caught up like I did it. Like I said, it's family dynamics, and they'll either work it out or walk away. And like some people will walk away. I know what I would do. I know what I would do, but I don't know what other people would do. Hey, butterfly, pretty stay fly.
Hey, Mz.Teavalocity. No, I wasn't saying that I like him. I don't like him. I was saying that I believe that he's a control freak. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I know
I
you
just wanted
don't
to come
like
up and
him.
correct. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I was saying
No,
I
I
meant
know
to
you
say that I
don't
think
like
he's
Sir
a
King.
yeah. Yeah, I don't care for him. I was just saying I think he is a control freak. He has an issue with being able to control everything around him. And I think it is a substitute for something that he can't control in his life. That I don't know what it is, and that's just my opinion. Opinions are like a-holes, we all have them. But I feel like the type of control freak he is a substitute for something that he can't control.
I don't know, but Sir King, you want to
Yeah.
come answer that? She said you're a control freak or something. I'm sure he's watching, but like I
Yeah, he
said, I
is.
don't know. I think his family is like family. Uh, look, Sassy. I think what happens is I broke it down as family dynamics, and it is. Think about it. It's people in our family that don't always agree with us. And sometimes we get a little upset when we want to control someone's thinking, and that could be a problem. Sometimes we want to control other people's thinking, or we always want people to see it our way. And that is a form of control. You're right, is a form of
Yeah.
control. And it doesn't make it right or wrong. It's just who they are. Think about it.
But teachers on different strokes to different folks. But for me, I can't family or friend. If you can't pull my coattail when you see that I'm wrong and be honest with me, then I don't see the substance in the relationship. If I'm just your yes man, that's not really a relationship to me. That's a dependency issue. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not
Yeah,
saying
I
that that's
get
what
it.
they have going on,
I get it.
but from an outside looking in, these are correlations and the things that I would come up with looking at the situation. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily so the true inner workings. I don't know, but from the outside looking in, that's what I take from that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But thank you for allowing
Well,
me to come up here.
Well, somebody said something, and I think is very true too, you guys. They said we all are control freaks to a certain degree, and that's the truth.
Yeah, we
We
are.
all, but there's an extent to things,
Yeah,
you know. And I'm not gonna try to control someone to tell them where they could go, what they could do, and they always have to agree with me. Because see, what I don't want, and what we all need to not want, is someone is not being able to accept a constructive criticism, because it helps us grow. And I look at this as a business, and the only way I'm going to grow is to accept criticism. I don't always like to be wrong. No one always wants to be wrong, but we're not always right either. So I get what you're saying. We're not always right. And I don't want you just
yeah.
to say, oh, oh wow. Ben Stinger said, was it control versus abuse? I
That
don't want you to
yeah,
always agree with me, because that I won't be able to grow. I won't be able to communicate effectively with other people if someone always agree with me. I wouldn't hear other people's perspective, and that's not good in growth. Period. Period.
no,
Business or no period. Just in life in general, we
yeah.
have to receive. We have to receive criticism and other people's point of view in order to grow
We
as a
do,
person. You know.
especially if we're one that likes to dish it out. We love to
Okay.
critique everybody else, but the minute it comes back to, the minute the fingers start pointing back at us, we don't know how to sit in that. But we expect other people to sit in where we feel like where we critique them. Sorry, it ain't coming out right, but
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I mean, and
What
I get what Ben's thinking too, because there is an element of abuse in that.
it
It's
well when
not
someone
physical abuse,
always
but
have
it's
to.
emotional abuse, and like I said, there's a dependency there, and it could
Well,
be wrapped around emotional abuse.
well, you guys, Benj is gonna kill me for this one. I'm sure I hear about it, but it seems like some people like abuse around here.
Oh no, Mz.Teavalocity. I've in my 2.5 years on here, I've noticed I have a couple of people I feel like I have that personality too. I won't say their name because I don't want to be messy, but
No, we
I've
not. No,
said
no,
it on
no.
my
You
yeah.
already know
That's what I'm
we
saying.
don't.
I'm not gonna say their name because I'm not gonna be messy, but
But
yeah,
it
there's a couple
seems
of
like,
people I feel like are do have, I guess, Stockholm syndrome in a sense.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Absolutely. I feel like there's some people who don't know how to thrive outside of it because that's all they know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think I mean, you guys, I told you it's something when I sit here and I really can't figure out something in my mind, because to me,
That
I
part
am a
too.
very smart woman. And when I can't figure
Mhm.
out these people, it makes me just go, and I just walk away sometime and go somewhere else, because it's hard to figure out, because they say no one likes abuse. I told you I'm gonna get in trouble for that. I'm gonna get in trouble for
No,
that. Oh, I
I
can
agree
hear it
with that
coming.
last comment.
Look, in
Either they either
capital letters,
Mhm.
no one likes abuse. They have developed high tolerance for mistreatment. I said I was gonna catch it for saying that, but I
No,
told you I
yeah, I
get
agree
so
with that
confused
comment.
here.
Some
Huh?
people that's what I mean by like the Stockholm syndrome. With this comment right here, either they like abuse or they don't recognize it. They're not able to recognize it because they don't realize it's abuse. So that last comment, you could look at it that way too. Because some people don't recognize that they're in an abusive situation once again because that's all they know. So anything outside of that is foreign to them. And people usually get into a comfort zone and get stuck there, you know?
You know what? I want to address this right here, Miss Trina C. Trina C, my girl. Trina C, my girl. You know I'm about to address this. You know what? What I've learned, Trina C, and I don't know if you saw it the other night, but a lot of times when I'm speaking with someone and we conversing about something and we disagreeing, and they over talking me or shutting me down, or they just don't want to see a different side of something, a different perspective that perhaps could help them grow, or better this situation or whatever, I just leave. I don't kiss ass. I don't do that. I'm not spending a lot of time nagging and pulling at someone else. If you don't recognize what you have, and you don't recognize and value what's going on, to see a different side of it that you could be wrong, I'm not tugging and pulling at you. Mm-mm. I'll just carry my ass somewhere else. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to
Yeah.
baby someone, but I'm not also going to get on someone platform and disrespect them and stuff. That's why I don't get on too many platforms, because I'm not going to let people talk to me and do me any type of way. And as long as I earn respect and I give respect and we have a level of respect, do you somewhere down the line, it will come back to you what I was saying, or you'll learn from something. I don't have to keep trying to teach grown ass people. I don't have time to.
Mm-mm.
I have
That's
grandkids I could teach. I have kids. It's just other kids I could teach. I'm not gonna spend my time on here, pacifying, and I just won't fool with it no more. If I
mm-hmm.
see that I can't talk to you and there's no level of respect that we can agree to disagree, I just won't fool with you. Yeah, I don't think it's a matter of people won't call them out. I think people will call out certain people, but sometimes it's not even worth it, Trina. See, and I'm not talking about him. There's a lot of people on here, not Sir King. He ain't the only content creator, honey, on here that you can't tell nothing or you can't say anything. You can't disagree with him. Y'all, we not gonna put him in the boat by himself. There's plenty of
Oh no.
content creators on here now that do the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. You can't disagree with them because you'll get blocked or they will drag you or whatever. It's not just him, you know? And I think a lot of us don't always address certain content creators because we in their presence, we on their platform. And if you're a subby or a content creator and it's not your platform, then you need to respect people's platform. So some things you don't address or deal with. Is that fair to say, Trina C?
Yeah, that's fair to say,
Is
Miss
that
T. And a
fair to
lot of
say? Yeah,
people,
some things I just don't
you
say.
know
I'm
what,
like,
on here, yeah, some people, a lot of people also, because they have alliances or unities or
thank
relationships
you,
with certain
baby.
content
Hmm.
creators, they w- basically they will not call them out on their F thing, or they won't speak about it because they feel like if they do speak on it, it could be taken
Hmm.
the wrong way. You know?
Oh, oh, okay. She said she being specific. Oh, baby, Trina, we good over here. She said she should be expensive. No, because you know what? Because yeah, women are disrespected on here daily. Yeah, they are disrespected. He ain't the only one that disrespects women. It's plenty of them on here. We all
Mhm.
disrespect each other. Let's get down to the nitty gritty shit. Everybody, anytime you call a sister out her name, you disrespecting her, a woman. Anytime you call one of these males out of their name or pin labels, you disrespect them. It's just a level of disrespect here, you guys, that's acceptable to some people. It is what it is. That's where we at. That's the climate
Yeah.
we're in. There's a level of disrespect that's acceptable. And is acceptable because we are looking at it as it's just entertainment. So when it's just entertainment in our mind, we accept the fact because we all see the drama, we all see the dragon, we all see the name calling, we all see the disrespect. So no no one disrespects the other no more than anyone else does. Yeah, yeah. I get it all screwed up. So we all
Mhm.
disrespected on here. Yeah.
Yeah.
You call me a bitch. That's disrespecting me. And they tell me, oh
Yeah.
no, I mean a play bitch. Like just like a playful. No. When you're dragging me and you're talking about me and you call me a B, that's not playful banter. See, I don't get down like that. I don't get down like
Yeah.
that. Let me see.
Yep.
Trina, see, I definitely see what you're saying. I just did expect the response he was given to Lemon because he is intricate part of his platform. Yeah, but you know what? We just don't know. I just don't know no more. I told you when I have to start guessing.
But I
Yeah,
don't think it
Trina,
is a
see,
guess. I think
huh?
it's I don't think it's a guess. I think we've seen this. Well, I can only speak from my perspective. I only been on here 2.5 years, right? And I've seen this happen with many of content creators. It to me, it's the same game, different players.
Oh, I misread your comment, baby. Sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, BBK. So am I blocked? Oh no, there's baby BBK. Hey, I was about to say because I don't see BBK. I didn't see Spill It Boy. Hey, hold on, Sassy.
Mm.
That's you. Sassy, that's you.
Sorry, I got to turn you down in the background. Hey, yeah, it's
Hey,
me.
hey, baby. Good morning.
Hey,
Thanks
good
for
morning.
joining me. What's up? What's your take on this?
Hey,
B.
I want to say hi to butterflies. I love meeting other butterflies, girl.
Hi,
Nice to meet you. Well, I
nice to
just
meet you too.
thank you. Good morning, happy Monday, chat. I'm not. Well, I don't know if you know or this audience knows, but I'm not clicking the link to talk about anybody specifically. And more importantly, I was a little bit too close to this situation. So if I really want to talk about it, I'll talk about it with that person in specifics. But I did want to give you your kudos and your flowers for the way that you handled this situation. I was waiting for this live because I assumed that you were going to handle it the way that you handled it. And I just
Why,
wanted to,
thank you.
yeah, I just wanted to let you know. I mean, I think it's a real conversation. You're allowing the chat to speak their mind in a respectful way, and I'm not quite sure if I've seen that. Maybe it's happened, but I just missed it. So I really enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you, Sassy, because I did not realize a couple of times you were down here, and I apologize, and I didn't speak until one of my gemologists said Sassy Butterfly, a black butterfly, was in your chat. I said she was. And because what happens, the chat moves so fast. And if you've noticed, and I know you're a very observant, smart woman, you
Thank you.
notice this chat throws me off. When I go to talk to them, and then I go, oh yeah, but so, oh hey baby. So
Right, right.
so a lot of times the chat get away from me, but thank you for joining me. And I do know I respect you, Sassy. I see you, babe.
Thank
I
you.
see you.
That means a lot.
And a lot of times I'll just say this. When I'm not welcome somewhere, I just leave. I don't make a big deal of it. I just leave
No,
quietly and
it's yeah,
gracefully. So I
yeah.
got you, baby.
Absolutely. I don't think a big deal needs to be made of it. I think that some people do need to make a big deal. And I'll tell you what I did say on stereo. And I was like, you know what? There's just this whole, I call people like myself panelists, and everybody is not the same, right? So some people are going to make a humongous deal about it because their feelings are
Mm-hmm.
hurt, and they're going to start, you know, rebel channels based off of the animosity of this one
Yep.
person, and that's the way that they dealt with whatever kind of hurt they endured,
Mm-hmm.
and then some people are gonna, try to fight for their position. I'm just kind of guessing at that part because I don't really understand it. um I'm a little perplexed by it. It appears to be very clear to me, but if people don't see it, then how can it be that clear, right? So some people are
Right.
just going to fight for their position, and they're going to stand strong in whatever adjective they have associated with that: loyalty, being down, ride or die, whatever. And then there's me. If I'm
I
not
get it.
welcome, and even if I'm welcomed, welcome for a year, and then we have an incident. I don't really care what people think in regard. I do care a lot what people think, but I don't care what people think in regards to me not fighting. There are trigger words, and when I hear certain things and when I see a certain pattern of behavior, then I'm just going to bow out gracefully, and that's it. There's no real conversation to be had because you've just shown me what it is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like that too. To be honest with you guys, I've learned so much here, and I've learned so much in respect to being people, allowing people to be who they are and accepting people who they are, but you don't have to like them. You don't have to join them. You could just stay away from them, because a lot of things I don't accept on here. I just refuse to accept because of who I am. But when you show me that you don't respect me and you don't respect my things I say, then I just leave it alone. I'm
Yeah.
like you, I'm not gonna go and do no whole video and drag you. I'm gonna respect you, continue to respect you until you disrespect me, because that's the person you are. And what I do know, I am in control of Mz.Teavalocity. I could cut you on or
Ooh.
off. I
Now,
can't
Yeah.
control Sassy. I can't control Butterfly. I can't control BBK, Diva, Trina,
Yeah.
but I can control Mz.Teavalocity. And
and
that's
Hmm.
that's
all I have
really
to
the
worry about.
word for the
Yeah. And that's
day.
kind of how I am too. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm going to say what I got to say and keep it moving. So I definitely can connect with you on that level, Miss T Velocity.
What was you gonna say? Thank you, baby. What was you gonna say, Sassy? Before I cut you off, baby. I think I cut you
No,
off.
and I think I was cutting butterfly. No, I was just like giving praise for that word. I mean, that's the bottom line. Is I think some people forget how much control they actually have, and that's a double-sided coin, right? I look at everything as a positive and a negative. So and
Right.
it keeps me humble.
Hmm.
So me understanding that the only person that I can control is myself, and the only person that can control me is myself and or the Holy Spirit that lives within me. That's it.
Ah,
Nobody else.
exactly.
Nobody else.
Exactly.
And so
Yeah.
Exactly.
when you have that
Yeah.
type of revelation, I mean, it's you don't need to be, and this is my words, this is my opinion, but you don't need to be abused over and over and over and over and over again to get the message, or to create energy that is telling you that it's loyalty, because that Holy
Hmm.
Spirit or whatever, I'm just speaking on the universe and the Holy Spirit,
Hmm.
but whatever it is that
Mhm.
you believe in, whatever
Yeah.
that is within inside you is telling you, alert, alert, alert. This is not what you're about. You can
Hmm.
only control yourself. And I cannot be claiming to be a beautiful black butterfly that has gone through a real metamorphosis and allow anybody to control me. It's not going to go down.
Mhm.
I tell you too what I realize here too, that sometimes in this virtual world, people don't realize that they do allow people to influence them. And here's what I'm leading into. When you have so many people going against you, Sassy and Butterfly, and the rest of y'all may understand this, and you have so many people going to my, oh, I know, oh, it ain't gonna last, oh, honey, they ain't gonna be together, or they gonna, and that, come on, because we do it in relationships in our family. They ain't gonna be together, baby. Don't worry about it. They gonna fall apart. Those two bond people who's bonded together fight extra hard to stay together, just to make those people, those doubters, believers,
Ooh, that's such a
unbelievers.
But
You
great
know
see
what I
that's
point.
mean?
yeah,
You
and
see,
you know what
go,
I'll say to that? That's just like you can put that in another example that you can use to actually bring that all together is a man and a woman staying together just for the children.
yeah,
And really
this
the
is the
situation end
analogy.
up being toxic because you're
Very
trying to
toxic.
force something that is not there on no levels. So it's kind of
It's
yeah.
pride and ego
Because
is
yeah, it
leading
is
this.
pride and ego. It is pride and ego because you quote unquote don't want to feed into the enemy.
Yeah,
But you
put your air quotes up. Yeah, because it's quote
I did,
unquote.
girl. They in the
You're
ear.
right.
They in the ear. Oh no, they in the ear,
That's what
butterfly.
I'm saying.
Sassy
It's
black
just like
butterfly.
it's just like a marriage.
But I
Yeah.
It's
would
just like a marriage. Cause your family, your
mhm.
mother done told you don't marry this man, and you've been
Uh-huh.
married. You've been behind the scenes getting your butt kicked, being
Mhm.
abused, and you
Mhm.
keeping you and your kids there because you don't want them to be right. And say,
Mhm.
I told you, Mz.Teavalocity, he was no good. Don't marry him. Those are dynamics. Those are dysfunctions. But we accept dysfunctions because we don't want to prove someone right a lot of times. That's the cases that's going on here. I'm talking about on this YouTube thing, period. Not just in reference to this, but I see it with a lot of people here. They just want to be
Yeah.
accepted. They don't want to say, they just want somebody to want them. And
Yeah.
if I show you that I want you in any fashion, you're going to receive it because I just want to be wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of I would agree with you. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sassy.
No, I apologize too. I hate this StreamYard. It makes me seem like a inadequate communicator when I'm talking over people. Go ahead, girl.
No, it happens to me too. No, no, no. You go ahead, babe. Go ahead. Go ahead. It
Okay.
Go
happens to
I
ahead,
me
was
too.
Sassy.
okay, thank you guys. I was just gonna bring light to Trina C's comment. Did you just post it,
Which
or
one?
it was
Which
well
one?
it says and sometimes
Right
people
there.
yeah, sometimes people treat you like that because they are hoping you'll leave them and they just don't know how to tell you. That is another
Ooh.
perspective as well, because
Hey,
even
good.
the
That's
badass
good,
chick that I
Trina.
think I am, right?
That's good, Trina.
But I definitely have had a situation specifically that I can bring to mind in my personal life where it took me a minute to realize, oh, like you're turning mean and being like derogatory and
Yeah.
pejorative, even though even though in my mind it's not as possibly as bad as what I'm seeing sometimes on these streets, but it was too bad for me, for my boundaries and my levels. And because the person had done good things for me, or because I had seen
Yeah.
the good in them, it took me a much longer process to understand what they were trying to do. And I believe the kids, as we call them, the kids call it gaslighting.
The kids. Yeah, the kids call it gaslighting. Go
Gaslighting.
ahead.
And so I just saw a lot of gaslighting in my personal experience on YouTube, in other people's experiences, and in the
Mm-hmm.
current topics that we're talking about. I saw a lot of gaslighting. And I was like, I guess at some point, I have to give reverence to my own experience and my ability to see it quicker. But
Mm-hmm.
it was like I said, it was so blatant to me, and it
Yeah.
was over time. And that's the only reason why I said that I respectfully disagree with Kimberly's comment, is because
Okay.
I understand what's going on in the present, but I have been there since day one. And I have been on these YouTube streets. If we're going to speak generally, I see it,
Mm-hmm.
in its inception. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not something that's new. There's always going to be an issue, because if you are gaslighting, if that's indeed what is going on, then you can never be good enough.
You know what? I'm so glad. Thank you so much that Trina C put that up here, because I didn't look at that aspect of it, because people are in relationships and some people do want them to go. And you right, Sassy, they start treating you different, start being mean to you because they want you to leave, but you actually don't, something different is shifting, but you
Mm-hmm.
don't know why, and you stay so long to try to figure out why. And
Mm,
that's where we get lost at, because we trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure out the why,
mm.
Yeah.
and we don't
The
leave.
why is the
Yeah.
why will mess you up.
Yeah, and we don't leave an abusive relationship. Dang, you guys really, I like that, Trina C. Thank you so much for engaging.
Yeah.
And Sassy, you backing it up, because I wasn't
Yeah.
looking at that perspective.
That was my first thought. That was my first thought almost. And I just, I haven't had an opportunity to express it. So when she said it, I was like, oh, yeah, that was my very first thought. Like, oh, okay. This is that's what it is.
And
In my
and, and
opinion,
and and
obviously.
let me make sure that I place emphasis and I reiterate on this. This is not about Sir King and Lemon
Right.
specifically.
Right.
We are talking in analogy. We trying to analyze just what's going on in a
Mm,
different fashion. It's not about them solely, but their relationship, what just happened. We
mhm.
are talking about it, trying to break it down.
Yeah.
I don't have a
Right.
problem.
It's
Listen,
not even that, just that what they went through
it's
is a
relationship.
catalyst for a conversation that is a in the sense that people obviously want to talk about, It is interesting because it has a lot to do with everything that we do, even over here on the so-called beef sector, you know?
It's yeah, it's a and that's why I was giving Miss T her flowers, because I like to look at things in a in a full picture. I
Lord.
just think that this sector is a microcosm
Mm-hmm.
of the world, of the real world. So it's, to me, it's just a microcosm. It doesn't make us above or below the situation that's happening. That's why I gave a personal experience. So, I'm not into bashing I'm not going to go down
We're not
every
about to do
single.
that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm never gonna do that. Nobody can bait me into that. I'm not gonna go into dissecting things. We just see things differently, and that's okay. That's okay for me. But yeah, it's a microcosm of the real world, and these are
It
topics
is.
that can apply to a lot of different people
Yes,
in a lot of different
Yes.
eras and times, and that's it.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're right
I
about
agree
that,
with you,
Sassy. In fact,
Sassy.
I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead.
Miss T.
No, go ahead. But all Andrea constantly reminds me, not always, I don't like to use those but she constantly reminds me the same thing you just said is a microcosmic of what's really going on. And that's
Mm-hmm.
how we could relate it so well, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And it's good. You know what? It's good, you guys, for us to see other people's perspective and have dialogue
Yeah.
about stuff like
Mm-hmm.
this. Everything is not a drag. Everything is not
No.
trying to be
Oh
malicious,
my
mean,
God.
Mm-mm.
or foul,
Yeah.
or hateful, huh?
I said, girl, yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
everything is not about that. Sometimes it's about us just trying to understand what we're seeing here. Because I
Right.
told you, when something messes with my psyche, where I'm not sound in what I believe or what I see going on, it bothers me. So you guys are
Mm-hmm.
just helping me understand some things. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
No, you helping us, and I just want to say that I also agree with Sassy said, and it does apply to so many different because um I also look at it as a subculture. I believe
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm,
there's a subculture.
mm-hmm.
You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We have many subcultures, and I do believe that this YouTube situation is another subculture.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah, this is
Absolutely.
some good stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for
Well,
the conversation again.
Well, no, thank you for joining me because hold on, y'all. You know how your emails pop up because it's very interesting that we just seen several perspectives here. Trina put it in one perspective, and then I was putting it in another perspective, but it all came together. And see how we agreed at one point to
Mm-hmm.
disagree, but then it all came full circle. And it's not about one particular person, it's about a lot of people on here.
Mm-hmm.
A
Yeah.
Yeah,
lot of
That's
that's
why I
what
people
said
on
happens.
this.
here.
That's what
That's
happens
why I
with
said this
effective
situation
communication.
Wait,
can.
hold on. Hold on, because you know what's happening? Hold on, baby. We can't hear. Okay, go ahead, Sassy Butterfly. Go ahead and say what you say, and then Butterfly, you go ahead, baby. Go ahead, Sassy.
I was just saying, yeah, that's how effective communication works in my world. We don't have to always agree. When you disagree, it does not equal disrespect. You have to have clear examples of clear disrespect for me to call it that. But it's just effective communication, and I gain so much from listening. Like, my listening skills have obviously grown as I've gotten older, and it's such a
Mhm.
blessing to me, my spirit, my soul, my mental, my emotional. So listening is really key, in my opinion, to effective communication.
You know what? Go ahead, Butterfly, and then I'm gonna say something. Go ahead, Butterfly. Stay fly. Sorry, baby. Go ahead.
Sassy, I would agree with that. And listening, in a sense, to understand and not necessarily respond,
Hmm.
I think
Hmm.
is also another key thing about the listening aspect.
Hmm.
And like you too, I've had to grow in listening because,
Hmm.
I've been told that I talk more than I listen. And I
Mm-hmm.
believe if more than five people say the same thing, then at some point, hello, ding dong, boop, 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 there's an issue there, girl. So I did too,
if
like
you
you.
if you
I had to
have good
grow to
sense, it'll
learn.
get you there, girl.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that too, that too. So I
you know
too
what?
had to grow in that process of
Yeah.
learning to listen. And I love
Yeah.
knowledge and I love information.
Yeah.
So for me, listening, it was kind of hard for me to accept that I had an issue with listening because I felt like I was a listener. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it is a matter too of how if you can take yourself outside of yourself, because sometimes when you're in the thick of the storm, you don't see it how everybody else see it because you're in the thick of the storm. So you're working off different emotions compared to somebody from the outside looking in. And sometimes it's hard for us to accept that people, and sometimes you have to, if you're a self-analyzer like I am, sometimes you do have to sit down and think about stuff and replay and then really look at what you could have did different in the situation and be accountable.
Introspectiveness is the most
Yeah,
important thing to growing old gracefully to me. Like, if I cannot
yeah,
look introspectively, who am I that anybody needs to be looking up to or seeing as any type of pillar? Or I can't get with that. If you are not
yeah,
able to look introspectively and it's always somebody else's fault, that is more than a red flag for me. And that's where I had to take it personally for myself to say, oh, okay. And these are people that care about me that are saying these things.
yeah,
Mhm.
So everybody that cares about me and that rides for me is
That's
the
what.
come on now.
Sorry, butterfly. I'm glad you brought that up because that's the truth. If more than one
yeah,
person is telling you something, then perhaps you need to reevaluate you
Mm.
and
yeah.
you ask yourself. And a lot of times it's like going into a prayer closet. You know,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you just have to be somewhere silent and you ask yourself that question that these very people spoke to you about or whatever. And then you evaluate yourself. How do you react? You know,
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you didn't have to say that. Oh, this is what they said.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps you
Mm-hmm.
need to learn how to address certain things. You grow from being
So
a
much.
great listener too. And you grow
Mm-hmm.
from people because people see some things in you that you don't see in yourself. They do it to me all the time. I'm telling you guys, my family is good for it with me.
Mine too,
Absolutely,
honey.
Miss
I'm just
T.
telling y'all the truth.
Absolutely,
And
Miss
Mine
then
T.
too.
after they
Mm-hmm.
get me together, they call itself gathering me.
Right.
I go somewhere and I start listening in my head
Right.
again what they said. I was like, damn, they right. No,
Uh,
you do need to
Yeah,
change.
I
You
always
do need
yeah,
tell that
for
that
real.
about my family. I'm
My
like,
family have,
yeah.
yeah, they
they,
taught me a lot, you guys. And I come back and say, well, yeah, you didn't have to say it that way, or you didn't have to do it that way. You
mhm.
learn to this,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So it helps me grow. So
And
Yeah.
when
it's so
someone tells
prevalent
you
in
something,
people. It's so prevalent in you that you have had those type of experiences. It's like looking at a painting and then you can see that this painting was created by a beautiful artist. That's how I look at
right,
people. I look at people as like, oh, okay, I can literally like read the energy and see them. And sometimes it's not
Mm-hmm.
that pretty, but when it is pretty, I like to say it's pretty, right? So I mean, you
right,
Yeah.
can see it in people that
hmm
Mm-hmm.
they have these strong rooted values and foundations that does not allow them out of love to go too far,
Yeah.
to gain too much weight, to do, to talk
Mm-hmm.
too reckless out the side of your neck, whatever, to spend too much money, whatever the situation is. But they're always there to, I mean, I can't, don't y'all, nobody show this to my parents because I don't want them to get the big head, but y'all know what I mean.
But yeah, it happens. It happens. And another thing
Mm-hmm.
too, you know, I don't care how old we get. And I'm like I said, I'm 59. I don't know about y'all
Are
ages. You don't
you?
even have to reveal it. Yeah, I'm 59 years old. I'll be
Oh,
60.
you
Well,
cute.
of course, if God willing. Thank you. But
Mm-hmm.
it seems like the older I get, the more I learn, right? And that's the way it should
Mm-hmm.
be, believe it or not. The
Yeah.
older
I
you get,
definitely
the
believe in
more
that.
you learn, especially dealing with today's, you know, today's life. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, they didn't have all this social media, and so all this social media. And so certain things, technology and just people in general evolve. The world evolves and you have to evolve with it, right?
Yep.
So I'm learning more. So when someone says something to me to correct me, like I said, I evaluate what they say. Just
Mm-hmm.
because I'm 59 years old doesn't mean I know everything. I know more than you and Sassy. That's definitely not the case. But when you don't allow people to teach and educate it, to teach and
Mm-hmm.
educate you in communicating with you about some things that you may not realize, you just won't grow. I don't give a damn what kind of business you have, it will never be successful.
You
You
stunt
have
your
to
growth.
have,
Mhm.
yeah, you just have, it's different levels to it.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's why I thank the Lord for my grandmother, because she's the one who really taught me to look at life in all aspects. And, you got to give yourself a chance, but you also have to hold yourself accountable, because it's not
Right.
always somebody else's fault. You know what I'm saying? She always
Mhm.
taught me to always make sure I analyze the situation, make sure I analyze what I could have did different in a situation, because it's not always how so much what a person does.
Mhm.
You can't come out of it on how you respond could make
Mhm.
the difference of the situation.
Butterfly,
You know what
hold
I
up
mean?
1 minute, baby. Sir
Hmm.
King. Sir King, now I respect you. You know, I respect your platform and I need you to respect mine. This is not a bash Sassy. If Sassy have said, you know, that you and her may have had differences, she walked away. So I don't appreciate that, bro. And we good, Sir King. We good. But I can't allow you to sit here and keep going back and forth and picking on Sassy, baby. That's just not gonna work over here. Now, it is what it is. You just can't do that. If you have a problem with Sassy, you have a platform, or you could come up here, but she won't be disrespected on my live, on my panel. She's due just as much respect as everyone else as everyone else does. If you disagree with her, that's between you and Sassy, baby. But don't come over here doing that to me, Sir King, because that's not gonna sit well with me, and I don't have a problem with you. Be respectful, bruh. Be respectful. That's all I ask, baby. Let
Thank
me
you.
stop 1 minute to say
Especially when
something.
the same
Wait,
respect
wait,
is
butterfly.
given to
Wait,
you.
butterfly. Butterfly. Somebody asked me, and I don't want to forget. It says a girl should be two things: classy and fabulous. Baby, that's by Coco
Yes,
Chanel. Somebody asked me, what does that
absolutely.
say? So
Yeah.
yes, Sir King. So that's it. But
Yes.
go ahead. Now, one thing I want to do is assure you guys, Sassy and you. I don't know. You say you watch me, but I don't allow any level of disrespect over here. So I apologize. I want to put this in check right quick, okay?
Yeah. I
So
appreciate it. Thank you.
yeah. Sir King is mad that he can't control Sassy. Like, oh Lord. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, this wasn't a drag, Sir King. I hope you didn't take it like that, Sir King. You welcome to come up here, but you can't come up here and we don't do a bunch of back and forth, back and forth. And I know you respect me and you don't cuss and do all that hoot and hollering, but you welcome to come up here. But this is not about you and Sassy.
It is not.
It's not about you and Sassy. This is about dynamics, family dynamics. We did an analogy with family dynamics, and we all should stay in our lane and respect you and Lemons, whatever y'all going through. And I hope you got that out of this live. It's not about you in a bad way. So, but I know you down there. I know you down there, but I'm not gonna allow some stuff. So I'm gonna drop the link if you like to say something. But this is not about you two. It's about me doing a breakdown and these ladies joining me on my panel. A perfect combo, a seasoned person and a younger person. If both are open to listen and learning from each other, from another, it makes for a wealth of information sharing and well-rounded people. Exactly. Thank you,
Who said
Sugar
that?
Honey
That was
Iced Tea.
beautiful.
Yes,
That's that Sugar
yes,
Honey Iced Tea. When I said, "Oh, I
That
don't
was
know what
beautiful.
that said,"
yes,
that's
I'm sorry,
Sugar
I
Honey
yes,
walked
Iced
sugar
away.
honey
Okay.
iced tea.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm not familiar. That's beautiful. Okay.
Thank you. That is beautiful. But I don't know, ladies. It is what it is. This is what I say though. This is what we gonna take out of this. It's family dynamics. We
Hmm.
just stay out of our lane. If you don't agree with what your family or your parents are fighting about, you just walk away sometime. And it is what it is. And then when the family become exchange, what exchange? It's strange. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Shit can't get me out.
Yeah,
When
estranged.
they
Yeah,
become that,
estranged.
you choose to visit both parents if you want to. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. Because what they do will affect you one way or the other. Keep that in mind. The behavior will affect you one way or the other. So you have that choice. Y'all have a choice to either stay there and watch it and be a part of it or walk away. Let me see. A perfect combo of people who can't see their own faults but scrutinize the flaws of others. Sir King, didn't I tell you stop trolling my chat? I'm not going to highlight nothing else. Now, didn't I tell you stop that? Behave.
If you
I ain't
ask me,
playing, Sir
that's
King. Because you know
projection.
I
That's
hit you on IG.
projection.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't
We
do that.
just
If you have
spent the
something
last
to
half an
say,
hour talking about
hold on.
self introspection, and that
Hold
just
on.
goes to show about the projection in
Hold
that
on,
boolang
butterfly.
lane.
I got
That
this.
boolang lane.
Butterfly, I got this. Me and Sir King have a relationship. And like I said, I respect your platform and you're going to respect mine. Okay. Now I'm asking you that again. Don't say anything else about Sassy. You could say it on your own platform, but please don't say it on mine. Now, I don't know if this could sit well with you. And at this point, I'm really not caring because I feel as though you're disrespecting me after I asked you to respect my panelists. She never said your name. She never said anything about you. We were talking about the analogy we had made. So I asked you again, Sir King, to stop. Okay? Go ahead, Butterfly. I got this, Butterfly. Don't respond to that, please. I got that. Okay? Butterfly? Butterfly? Go ahead, Sassy. What was you saying?
Oh, you're on mute, butterfly.
Oh,
If you were
Butterfly,
trying,
you on mute.
if
I
you were
think
trying to talk, oh, she maybe had to
I
step
don't think
away.
she was.
Oh,
I don't
I can
think she
see.
was.
It looks like it's the mute. Her mute button is on my side.
I didn't mute it. She must have
she,
muted herself.
yeah, she had to
Oh,
take.
she might be doing something. So, um, so that's how I stand over here. I want people to know, oh my gosh, off topic, but I'm working from home, so I gotta tell somebody. Mine as well tell y'all. Amazon delivered my Rihanna coffee table book tomorrow. The big one. Is it thank you, Trina C. No,
Trina's a
Miss T, then
mess.
you shouldn't have trolled my chat. Huh?
Sorry. Who
Oh,
trolled their chat?
Oh, baby, that wasn't me. That wasn't me trolling your chat. No, you know me better
See?
than that, Sir King. Hold on. You know me better than that. We not about to go there. We not, you know damn well I don't troll nobody's chat, and I never talked against you. So no. If you heard somebody in there, if you seen somebody there, Mz.Teavalocity trolling your chat, talking about them, you know it wasn't about me. So you don't play that. Don't play that bullshit because you know how I get down. See, you not about to do me like that. You know darn well I ain't nowhere trolling your chat talking bad about Lemon or you. I have respected you here. I will continue to respect you, but you know better. You know me better. See, you know me better than that. So let's not turn this around, bro. I don't even know if this him. This can't be him talking like this. This can't be him. No. You know I have never ever disrespected you, your platform, or Lemon. So you know that's not me. So we not gonna do that. No, we not gonna do that. In fact, I'll tell you how I do it. I'll tell you how you do it. See, because what I don't do, I don't let people really take me out of my character. See, but you know me better than that, Sir King. You know damn well I never trolled your you know better. You know they clone accounts. And I know you have the ability to look and see. You can roll whatever goddamn tape you want. You roll whatever tape you want. You know darn well I've never been in your chat. I never said that. You can roll whatever chat you want. You know damn well I got on your platform and got off and said, good night, have a blessed night. And someone asked me, was that me saying something to you? See, but I was still, but you know, I didn't troll. You could roll any goddamn tape you want. You're not about to do that to me because I have respected you. And like I said, I'm going to earn respect and I'll give respect. But what you're not going to do is flip this shit around on me because I'm sitting over here trying to tell people to understand your relationship and to stay out of it. You can roll whatever fucking tape you want because now I'm getting pissed. So I'm going to end my live. I'm going to end my life because I could see where this going. I could see where
Okay.
this going.
Okay.
See, I've never disrespected you, Sir King. And what I won't let you do is disrespect me, especially on my own platform. You understand me? You know damn well I've never said anything negative. You know I don't get down like that. See, there you go. There you go. But I got your number. If you think you're going to do that to me, you do what you want to do. You roll every tape you want to. You will never, ever see me disrespecting you or Lemon. And that's a fact. And you know how I operate, so you know damn well it wasn't me. You know real well how people clone accounts. Don't play with me. I just don't say a lot of shit, but don't play with me. Okay? Because I know I see a whole lot. I just don't say. But you know damn well I have never done anything to you or Lemon. You will not turn this around on me because I voiced my opinion about what was going on. That's what you won't do. Y'all get ready to wrap it up. Say what you want. No, I'm so pissed right now. I'm so pissed. See, because I know how this game works. Hold on, baby. Hold on. I know how this game works. But I won't be manipulated. I won't be played with. I won't be toyed with. And I'm damn sure ain't gonna be fucking disrespected by no one. You understand me, sir? Now you could go and do what you want to do. You'll never see me in there disrespecting you. And if you did see that, you know damn well it ain't me. Cause you know how I get down. Go ahead, butterfly.
Mz.Teavalocity, once again, it's unfortunate because at the end of the day, he has come on your platform. You have allowed him on the panel,
I dropped the
and
link
not
for him to come on
everybody.
today.
Listen, and no, and you made sure that he wasn't disrespected. The chat, everybody in the chat was not feeling him being on the panel, but you made sure that he wasn't disrespected. And I think everybody who watches you, or at least came by here once or twice, know the level of how you handle your platform. So once again, that just goes to that he's not able to control what you're doing on your platform. So did he go acting out now, accusing you of being a troll and disrespecting him? Now we switching in narratives and manipulating situations because he got a personal with somebody else that's on the panel. That's that boolang lang I was talking about with that control freak issue. But at the end of the day, Mz.Teavalocity, thank you so much for having me up here.
You good, baby.
Sassy, I would love to invite you over to my platform for us to have a conversation. I'm Butterfly Pretty Stay Fly. And nice to meet you officially for the first time.
Absolutely.
Mz.Teavalocity, I
I'll
love you.
subscribe right away.
Okay, thank you. I would love to have a panel
And
with
tell me
you.
the name one more time.
Butterfly,
And they not
BUERI
ending my life. Mm-mm.
space pretty PRETTY.
Drop your link, butterfly.
Yeah,
Oh,
drop the
Just
link for
drop
me,
your
girl.
link. She's a
Yes.
I'm
mod
literally
here.
sitting up here spelling it.
No, I'm not saying
Girl,
no.
look, we old school, girl. I ain't hating on it, okay?
Girl, I'm literally up here spelling it like a Riri. I'm sorry.
You know
I
what
love your
though?
words too. What's that other word before you go? Boolang lang?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, I'm stealing
It's a
that.
Yeah.
word I came
Uh,
up with. You
okay.
know, when my kids were younger, I didn't really want to cuss around them. So I
Right.
used to always try to find little extra little words. So
I love it. I know
Boudin Lang
exactly
was a
what it
word
meant
I
when you
came
said
up
it.
with.
I'm stealing
Yes,
it,
thank
girl. I'm
you.
Thank you.
stealing
Okay.
it. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, yes.
So yeah, you guys, you know what? I'm not gonna let him disturb my peace, but I tell you what, anybody I know Queen Diva know me, Andre. When I get worked up sometime, see, I don't like people to try to play with my psyche. You could do anything. You know, and I
Mm.
know how this go. I done seen a lot of shit that I just don't come down here and say nothing about. And I have been right. If you ask my team, I have been right. You know what I mean? But what I'm not going to do, let me tell you something. I work very, very hard. And if anybody knows me, I work very, very hard to give respect, to respect people and earn respect.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hold
I
on.
put it in the back chat for you, Sassy.
I will binge thinker just dropped it. I just subscribed.
Okay. All
Yeah, I
right.
got
Thank
Hold,
it,
you
girl. I
so
got
hold
much.
it.
on,
Yeah.
Miss
y'all.
T,
No, we
thank
not
you
going
so much.
nowhere. Hold on, hold on,
Oh,
hold on.
okay.
Oh, hold on. Let me take this
Okay.
commercial break right quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Had to take a breather. I had to take a breather. But anywho, I had to take a breather, y'all. I had to take
I
a
was giving you
breather.
a virtual hug and kiss.
Hug,
I'm a
were you?
kisser and a
Yeah,
hugger.
yeah.
Yes.
Because like I said, what I do is I come on here and I try to be very respectful to people, and I don't allow people. I have interviewed people and literally have people in the chat that don't like these people. I already know that, but because of the decorum that I have over here, we don't allow people to get disrespected. How would I allow y'all to get disrespected? And in return, I wouldn't want to come to y'all platforms and y'all have people drag me. We just don't do this over here. So wherever I go, I respect people because I want respect in return. But sometimes I was uh sometimes people will try you, and I think I'm getting tried. And the reason why I'm getting tried is because people who can't accept differences and responsibility and accountability for their actions, they always, and we don't like to use words like that, they always project their insecurities on you. And I'm not going to let it happen. I'm not going to do it.
Are you sure you're not my auntie? What's girl? Let me find
No,
out your
I'm
last
not
name.
going to do it. You know what? It's okay what people think. I dropped the link. It's okay. It's okay what people think about me.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay what people think about me. I can handle that. I just don't want people over here disrespecting my platform and myself because I've never disrespected theirs. I don't get down like that. And anybody know Miss T, you already know how I get down. So you know damn well it wasn't me. But it's okay because I already know what this is going to lead to, and I'm ready. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. This Andrea. What's up? What's up? Oh, girl, you looking good.
Hold
Andrea, it's okay. It's okay. Go ahead,
on.
Dre.
Okay, I'm taking a deep breath. But
Yeah,
let me tell
it's
you
okay.
something, Sir
Mhm.
King. This platform does not tolerate disrespect. Now, you say that everybody who disagrees with you is disrespectful, but Mz.Teavalocity is not. You keep it cute, brother, because if anybody defends you and your stuff, it's Mz.Teavalocity. Now, you have no reason, no right, no excuse for trolling this young lady who said she was speaking from her own life. If you can't hear when you're doing wrong and you can't take accountability, that's your problem. But we are here to learn from each other and we are here to teach each other. Don't do that. Do not do that. And if it was up to me, I would tell Miss T to leave you alone, but Miss T runs her own platform. That's all I got to say. Mz.Teavalocity, I'm going to get some water. I'm sorry, but I don't like that. That was probably the
That's some
rudest
foul
thing
shit.
I've
That's some
seen.
foul shit. I'll deal with it. That's some foul shit. See, and that's what I mean.
It
That's
is
why
absolutely foul.
people, that's how you lose people who really support you and stick by you with bullshit like this.
Okay, hold on. Repeat
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
repeat that sentence, please?
No, I said that's how you lose people who really support you with bullshit like this. I don't like this at
Okay.
all, you guys. That I'm just
No,
saying. I'm
no,
just
you
saying
don't
it.
Miss T. And like I said, you have extended a lot of respect to him, and you have had him on your panel, and he is, if not one
You
of the
do.
most
You do.
controversial, polarizing content creators on here. And you extended your platform to him. So for him to come on your platform and try to flip the script and have a whole tantrum like a 5-year-old is definitely unacceptable. And
Yeah,
that's
I
the
see him.
at the end of the day, yeah, it's very manipulative. And once again, oh no, you're doing this. No, you did shade me. So he has to find a reason to now why I say he's shading you outside of the fact he's just upset that Sassy Black Butterfly was allowed to come up here and speak her piece. And she did it in a respectful
Respectfully.
manner. Yeah,
Exactly.
respectfully. Yeah, she did it in a
Totally
respectful
respectfully.
manner. Yeah,
This
and
is
she
not
also said
new.
that
This is not new. I don't have some sordid past where I talked about a whole bunch of people and I've been in a whole
Go ahead. Go ahead, Sassy.
oh,
Keep talking.
okay. And I've been in a whole bunch of mess and I'm always in people's chats acting a fool. I don't have that. So for anyone to listen to me and think that I'm being disrespectful is an interesting flex to me. I'm not saying that you don't have the right to feel how you feel, but it is interesting to me. So I'm not
mm,
really sure. It makes
Okay, go.
me as an introspective person, it makes me
You're good.
wonder about the motives, about the manipulations, about about the real issues.
can
And
I
that's
can
with
I
anyone,
mhm. Can I ask you something, Sassy?
of course.
Now, within that situation, because I could honestly say, like, I'm familiar with you. I've seen you in the
Oh,
chat,
okay.
and so, you know what I'm saying? That's why I invited you over to my panel because
Okay.
we'll talk about that on that other level. But
Okay.
what I'm saying is, I'm familiar with you. I'm familiar that you absolutely rolled for him when everybody else was against him,
Okay,
right?
listen. You
And
know what?
and then do you have
Hold
prior
on. Let me.
knowledge? Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop you there. We gonna go to another commercial, and we come back. We're not gonna talk about Sir King C because this is what he wants. So let's go to this commercial and go back to what we was talking about, the dynamic of relationships. Okay. See, people are
Okay.
hijack your show. They not about to do it. So let's take this quick commercial again. We're back. Okay, you guys, we're back.
Mz.Teavalocity, can I say something real quick?
We can, but we gonna keep it cute. We ain't go. You know
Oh
what?
yeah. I like to keep it
Nobody gonna
cute.
steal our joy. Go ahead, Black.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
I like to
Sassy
keep it
Black
cute.
Butterfly.
I think
Go ahead.
Butterfly, I almost think I know where your question was going to. So out of in respect of the panel and Miss T and the platform, can you put it in a more general statement and then I'll be able to answer it more freely
Okay.
without mentioning names and situations? But I almost think I know where you're going.
Absolutely. Okay. So in a general sense, so I guess in a general sense, it would be about loyalty and
Mm-hmm.
also loyalty to someone that is basically an underdog.
Mm-hmm.
There has been prior situations to you. You know, say you're in a situation, say the person has a bad rep.
Mm-hmm.
And here you are just coming to the situation fresh, new. You really don't know the backstory. You may know you heard a couple of stories, but you're genuinely still trying to
I
give the
meet a
person
new
a
friend.
chance.
I meet a new friend out on the streets. It's this whole
Yep.
stuff that's been going on. And I meet
Mm-hmm.
them and I've heard it, but I just meet them where they are. And then
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
okay.
Yes. Exactly.
And
Exactly.
then what's the
So,
question? Did
do you feel now that you experienced your own situation? do you feel like the reputation of said friend is warranted?
Okay, well, I appreciate the question. So I did not meet this new friend. I did not just meet this new friend. I just started going out in public with this new friend.
Mm, okay.
Okay. I've been with this new
Yes.
friend a year
Okay.
ago when everybody else met this new friend. I had my own
Oh.
progression of these YouTube streets. So even though I am a conversationalist and I don't mind clicking links, I did not start out clicking links. Okay.
Oh,
So a lot of
got you. You
people
was a
that
bush baby first.
I was for a long time, a
Okay,
very
got
long.
you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Got
Lord
you.
have mercy. That scared me. Yeah, for a very long time. So yeah, I knew this. I knew a lot of people, and I'm not very much of like a person who determines who I'm going to be cool with per se. And let's not say cool, but let's take it to like I don't really determine what show is going to be my favorite based on them being an underdog or being the most popular. That's not really my thing. It's just where do I get the connection from? You know? I saw Miss
Got you.
T.
Got you.
I heard Miss T and I saw Miss T, you know, it on other people's platforms or not even or just whatever, calling it whatever. And I was
Hmm.
like, and I'm always gonna subscribe. Like that's my biggest support thing. Like I'm subscribed to so many people, you know, and I don't really even get to watch them, but I just think that's the least I can do, right? And
Hmm.
then when I hear them talk, I'm either going to get a connection or I'm not, or it may be somewhere in the middle. So, yeah, there are people that I watch. I have literally watched for 365 days. Well, probably more. Well, no, it's probably right around 365 days. Okay.
Hmm.
So I
Hmm.
wasn't new to it. Um, so I understand sometimes when people say different things, but if I could be quite honest, sometimes a personality like mine can only really feel the wrath when it happens to them.
Mm.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Some of us have
Okay.
those personalities, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 You
Got
don't see
you.
it until it happened to you.
And
You don't
Yeah.
see it until it happens to you.
I wasn't blind. I see stuff, you know, and I
Hmm.
may be
Hmm.
70-30 on you, but 70-30 is cool with me. I don't have to, I'm not a person that has to 100% agree with everything you say, do, look, smell.
Hmm.
I'm not like that in my real life,
Yeah.
you know?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely.
so I was set, you know, I might be 70-30 or, you know, whatever that
Hmm.
equation comes out to. But then when it happens to me, now I'm like, oh, well, damn. So, yeah.
Got you.
You know
Uh,
what?
Got you.
That you
And
know
I can
what? That's
absolutely understand that because I'm kind of down the middle. I like balance that because my grandmother taught me, sometimes you can learn off of other people's experience. So for me, it's like I learn off of my own, and
hmm.
then I also learn off of other people's. But I could be down the middle. I could see, like you said, I could see some stuff that really stands out, but I don't really trip because I meet people where they're at too. That's another thing that I like about you because that's very much so my personality. So I
yes.
can get where you don't want your impression of the person to be negated by what other people say, feel, or think
We got you.
Yeah,
because
and
you
I don't
wouldn't
want it to
want it.
be negated by them doing something wrong or and see, I don't even like saying
Yeah,
that doing something wrong. Who am I to tell them that what they're doing is wrong? I don't want it to be negated by something that I would have done a different way or that's something that I
Right.
disagree
Right.
with.
yeah,
Now I
yeah,
agree. You know what, Sassy?
yeah.
You just put something in perspective again with the type of person I am. That's so strange. But here's a little where we differ. You know, I'm I feel bad when people I don't care where I'm at when it appears to me that people is being bullied and it seems like everybody is against them. I tend to have a weak spot for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
A weak spot for them. And sometimes I see the book, I see it, but I
Mm-hmm.
just choose to ignore it because there's so many people against them. I want you to follow where I'm going with all this.
Okay.
It's so many people sometimes against them. I'm like, damn, they need somebody in their corner
Right.
until they piss me off.
That is
Okay.
called an
Yeah. And see, that's
empath.
the
Then
thing.
Just like,
Mm-hmm.
hold on, butterfly. Hold on, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Just
No.
like you just said it, until it happens to me.
Mm-hmm.
And you almost know it's going to happen, because I'm about to go here. You almost know it's going to happen because that's just the person they are. You just don't know when it's your turn. So you hang in there. But once somebody show you is now your turn in time, that's what you deal with, because now this is at hand. But I'm like you too. But sometimes
Well,
I'm
let me
for the underdog.
Well, I'm not ever, I don't, again, I don't have, I think you are saying that you're more of an empath. I'm not an empath, but I do read energy. So, but I don't take on the energy.
I'm
I
an
just see,
empath.
yeah. And I get that. I get that with some of the relationships that I've seen that you have fostered, and it's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing, right? If I
I don't
were
know.
empath, I probably would have fostered those same relationships with those same people that you have. So let me just say that too, because I'm very fond of them. But I'm not an empath. I don't think like that. I don't want to misrepresent myself. I really sometimes
Mhm.
I just don't really give a f. A lot of times I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, you're rude, or oh, you're dismissive, or oh, you're. I mean, I'm stuff. You know what I'm saying? I overtalk people, and I think I know it all, and I'm bougie, and I mean, shit, I'm shit too. So whatever. Let everybody just eat the damn cake and let's be happy. That's where I'm really coming from. So I don't want to misrepresent myself. However, I do understand empaths because I do read energy. So but let me say this: I don't think it's coming to me a lot of times, because I feel like if I handle myself the way that I'm just going to authentically handle myself, and that is as a classy lady that sometimes has some opposing views, then we're going to be okay, right? Why would we
Mhm.
not be okay?
Mhm.
I'm not going to disrespect you or curse you out. Now I do curse people out. I love to curse. Don't get me wrong, but I don't just go around happily cursing people out. I curse them out because I feel like that's what they want. But anyway, I don't. I you know. I feel like that's what they want. So I'm gonna give you. Sometimes I just
Mhm.
drop down to that level. I'll give you what you want. But generally speaking, I do have visions of grandeur when it comes to my personality type. So I do
Mhm.
want to bring that to light too, and be very, transparent. Is I do feel like, well, who's not gonna like me? What did I do?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like you said, and I am an empath too, but I also have to be honest. I'm the type of person too that can take you or leave you. I don't give a damn.
At
So
all.
I guess I choose to be an empath when I want to be an empath, probably,
You're a
or
strong
something
empath.
like that. But
Those levels.
to be honest with you, I really don't care, and I'm trying to get away from just not caring sometimes, because I do have a heart. But I too believe that a person, you almost know it's coming. You're not waiting for it to happen, but when it happens, you was like, "Oh yeah, I knew I would be there. I knew I would be next." Or if
That's a
not
good
next,
point.
I knew it was what
That's
happened
a
to
good
me. Let
point.
me put it
That's
like
a good
Yeah,
point.
that.
you
I'm
worked it
gonna
out already that when it happens to you,
I
you can
know.
walk away. Yeah.
Right. There you go. There you
Ooh,
go.
With
what
So
did you
no,
now
just
when it
say?
happens to you, you
yeah.
can walk away. Good point, butterfly.
Ooh,
Thank you.
Yeah.
girl.
Thank you for putting
Yeah.
that in perspective.
You've
So when
already
it happens
processed
to
it.
you,
Yes.
just
Oh,
like you, butterfly, sassy, when it happens to you, you could just walk away and you don't feel
my
nothing
God.
for
Look
it.
at God. Thank you for
That's
Mhm.
that,
it.
butterfly.
Thanks, butterfly, for
That's
saying
what
that.
it is.
You're right.
Yeah. 'Cause
Ooh,
that's what
Right.
it
girl.
is. And
That's
and
what it
once again,
is.
I have to give my
That is
grandmother
powerful. That is powerful. Your subconscious
she
has
taught
already
me.
prepared you for it.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe
Yes.
that's what it is. Your subconscious
Because now
has
I'm an
already
empath, but
prepared for it.
I'm an empath that does care. So
Yeah.
that's the difference. Like I do care. I care so much that is detrimental to how I move in
Oh,
my
yeah.
life. You see what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Exactly, Miss T. So I've learned, but to be honest, quite frankly, honest with you, I'm coming to a new awakening where I'm not caring. I'm really coming into the selfish part of my impact because I've been going through a transformation the last 3 years. You know what I mean? And it has moving me. in a different way. Because I've like I've been that one friend that everybody could come to, everybody could share with. They ain't got to worry about their business set in the streets. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in their time of need, I'm like right there, like, bam. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm finally now, just now, in the latter years, becoming a little bit more selfish with it because I feel like I did spend out a lot of energy. So it drained me so much that
Mm-hmm.
where I feel like I messed up at is I didn't recharge myself. I was giving it, but I
Absolutely.
wasn't
Oh.
recharging back into myself. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So, but unfortunately, at the same time, I still wear my heart on my sleeve, and I still feel people's situations and their pains as if like I really transform into them and put
Ooh.
myself into their shoes. So I feel it as if it's me. So it causes me to have even more empathy
Yeah,
because now I'm
I wish
actually
you many blessings
experiencing
on.
it.
I'm sorry. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
No. I'm just saying that I was just gonna say that's what puts me more like for me. I think that that's the issue that I gotta work out because it's not me. I feel it like it's me, which is really strange to me. And it's something I've struggled to try to handle and deal with, pretty much since I figured out
Mm-hmm.
in my process of figuring out who I am and where I fit into the universe. You know, I'm
Okay, go
sorry, but
ahead,
go ahead.
Stacy.
Quincy.
And
Well,
then
yeah,
I'm
I
next.
just wish you many blessings on that journey. I think it's a very
Yeah.
important journey for you to conquer, and I think it's a powerful journey for you to be able to recognize it. Transparency is the key to life to me. So I just wish you a lot, a lot of love and success on that journey because it is important for you to understand the hierarchy, and you are the highest of the hierarchy for yourself. Period.
Somebody have
Yeah.
something up
Thank
here
you.
that spells Miss T Velocity so much. Take it back. And I am an Aquarius, take it back. I'm an Aquarius. It says, I'm an Aquarius in every way you can imagine. I'm loyal, nice, protective, and honest. I also will cut you off after too many chances, and the door will never be open again. And I mean, never. And if that's not me, that's me in a nutshell. And it's
Child,
ironic
I
because I
knew I
am
knew you.
Aquarius
Yeah.
I
and
knew
I
I
will
knew
give
you.
you a break. I'm honest, I'm loyal. But if I cut you off, there's no coming back. And that's
Yeah.
where I have a problem. Even when I talk to my dear friend Andrea, she tell me you can't hold grudges. You gotta forgive. It's of God. And I get that. And God is still working on me. But
Mm,
I am strong in my belief. If you do something to me
mm,
and I cut you off, you're done. You're done.
mm.
See, this shit they play on here bothers my psychic. I'm a friend with you today. I'm not tomorrow. I could drag you today, talk about your mother, cause you to lose your job. I could be on your platform tomorrow. That's why I don't get in these games. I stay out of these games because I won't
Yeah.
play too well. And I'm not sure
Mhm.
that I'm going to attempt to play a game that I can't win.
Mm.
And
Say
because
that.
my mentality is not set up like this, I can't win.
And
I'm
that's
not
the
gonna play a
bottom
game
line.
that I can't win. Okay?
Yeah. See,
That's
Miss
my
T
deal.
Velocity, that's where I too have that. Like when I cut you off, that's it. And for me, it's a sense that I make sure I put my all into it. So when I do cut you off, I am able to walk away and be okay with that. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I,
So
I, I
I do understand what you're saying with that because I have
yeah.
that in my personality too. But that's why I say for me it's like I it's a balance and one does outweigh the other, but I do also have that aspect of me like when I'm done, I'm done,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Me too.
And for
I
me, I always say it's up to the other person if I'm done.
no, no,
I'm
yeah,
very
yeah.
much, I'm not as, I have by the way, I have a lot of close Aquarius in my life. So I know you guys extremely well. Baby,
Woo!
that nigger
This,
tells it all. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
I know you guys
Mm-hmm.
intimately well. And we do differ sometimes on our energy, myself
Mm-hmm.
and my very close Aquarius, because you guys are very protective and loyal and great providers and all that. But I don't know. We'll talk about that another show because it's not about you. It's
Yeah.
you
And
personally. But
but you know what? You guys, I am so glad. I am so glad that I do have people who care about me, who truly care about me. And when they see things are going awry with me, they wrote me back in. And that's what just happened.
Yeah.
And I thank you for that, my dear friends, for loving me for just who I am and roping me back in. We all see what was going on. I'm about to wrap this
Yeah.
up. We all see what was going on, and I'm glad we changed back to what we was originally talking about, because this conversation is more beneficial to who's
mm-hmm,
ever listening than the
mm-hmm.
rest of the bull, you guys. This has been a deep conversation. And when you can have a conversation like this, it helps you to learn people so you are able to communicate with people. And that's what I think happened here today. The analogy, you guys came on, you said your piece. Whatever took place was meant to take place.
Hallelujah.
One thing about it is God does not make any mistakes. Whatever happened here today was a appointed time for it to happen, and we will deal with it as we go on. Okay. But I'm glad that we were able to get back on track, because I was a little pissed. And a lot of times, to prevent something, I'll walk away. But if you keep nagging me and calling me, when I turn around, it's a vicious attack. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do
Yeah.
that. So I'm glad I was able to take my commercial breaks. You ladies stayed right here. We turned this around and we kept it going. I
Yeah. This is
appreciate that. This was
actually
much
beautiful
needed.
line.
You guys are always welcome to drop Sassy, Butterfly, anyone else in here knows me. You are welcome to drop any type of suggestions that you want to discuss or talk about, or when you see things that's happening around here. And even though it's in a negative space, and we have the ability to take something out of that negativity and make it positive, let's meet and do that.
Oh,
You
such a
know,
beautiful offer.
let's meet and do that.
Absolutely.
So if you see something, you guys, and even if it's negative, we can surely turn around and make it
Mhm.
positive, because that's the people we are, and that's the force that we are. And if
Yes.
I keep on the path that I came here on, and I keep keeping on and don't worry about the outside noise, I'm going to be all right, because no one on here other than Mz.Teavalocity can shake her or make her. You didn't make me, you can't break me.
Amen.
Okay? So I had to do
Amen.
a little reset. So with that being said, Butterfly, you start first and we can wrap it up.
Okay. Once again, Mz.Teavalocity, you already know how I feel about you. It's kind of
Ew.
weird that you're Aquarius because my mother is an Aquarius, and we I think we're best friends because we have our own roots. But I love my mother though. That's like my best friend, and I would do anything for her, and I would hurt anybody over her. But it's kind of weird that you're an Aquarius. I don't know.
I am.
That's save that for a whole nother subject. Anyway, though,
I am.
once again, thank you for allowing me on your panel. I really did enjoy this conversation, like I always do. And you are a fighter, you know. And I've seen you go through a couple of things, and you haven't given up, and you came back and you stuck to your program. So I think that does speak to the perseverance of who you are, what you really came to do, and the fact that you're able to, draw yourself back in real quick and remember what your purpose is
Mhm.
always a beautiful thing. So I really
Mhm.
appreciate that. Sassy, nice meeting you. Thank you
Thank
so much for subscribing, and I look forward to having a conversation with you.
I'll be over
Love
there.
you,
I'll be over there.
Gems.
Love
Love you,
you,
Jim.
baby.
Andrea, all my little Ahmad sisters, Ben Stinker, Redbone. I know you'll probably catch the replay. All y'all beautiful, beautiful gems. My gemology sisters. Thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna
Thank you,
jump.
my beautiful butterfly. Have a good one. Go ahead,
Thank
Sassy.
Bye,
you.
butterfly.
Go ahead, Sassy. Thank you
Such a
for
pleasure
joining
to
me,
meet.
sweetheart.
Oh,
And I
thank you
love
for
your
having me.
perspective. I love your
Thank you.
perspective. And don't worry, we're good. Go ahead and say what you want to say. We're good.
Oh, right. We're better than good, right?
We're good.
So
We're good. We're good.
this was such a blessing. It's what I needed. It's the kind of conversation that I wanted to have surrounding these type of behaviors. Obviously, I could have gone a million ways, right? I'm only interested in talking about it in a growth, introspective way. That's just period. So I so appreciate you allowing that type of platform and allowing me to come on and being so welcoming and also being so protective. People who are protective over me, honey, I mean, you can call me a bitch any day, although I do like bitch. But anyway, you won't be,
From
excuse me. Once you have shown your protective side of me, excuse me, it's gonna be hard for me to think. Sorry, y'all.
That's
I
okay.
like got
Grab
a
you some
bug in my
water.
throat. Let me drink my water. Hold on, y'all.
Grab some water.
My dad says I'm gonna die laughing because that's how much I laugh, which is, it's a positive thing. I didn't
That's a
choke
good
myself up
thing.
laughing. Right? Yeah, he
That's a
always
good thing.
it's a running joke. Like, yeah. But no,
Right.
I just want to say, I just again, you really need to hear this and receive this. It is such a pleasure to be in this sector and have someone who wants to approach these hard topics in a respectful, meaningful, dynamic way, kind, thoughtful. I mean, I can go on with the adjectives. So I sincerely
Thank
appreciate you and what you're doing. And I definitely will be back. And I also, the last thing I want to say is when you said, thank you, sisters, for bringing me back, you deserve so much credit for bringing yourself back because people can tell you whatever they want to tell you, but if you don't receive it, then it won't be received. And so for you to have the foresight to say, hold on, I'm better than this. This is not what I'm trying to do. And to bring yourself back in the moment, I've had to do that. It's a hard challenge because you're still processing what the F just happened.
you. I'm still processing it, baby
Right,
girl.
right.
But I told you, I have people who love me and who helps me, and I did. I brought it back together, and I appreciate you guys stayed here while I did so, because I was gonna cut it off, but it's not allowed. It's not acceptable by my people.
Not accepted. That's right. Not
It's not
acceptable and not
acceptable.
accepted because you got some
Not
strong people around you.
acceptable.
I love you, Chad. I love you guys. Hey, girl by the mystic. I love you. I haven't, oh my gosh, I miss so much of you guys over there. So shout out to everybody who's going to watch this wonderful replay. Shout out again to Butterfly, all your mods, and to you, Mz.Teavalocity. We'll be
Thank you
speaking
so
soon,
much.
darling. Okay.
Thank
Bye,
you.
you guys. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, baby. Be safe. And remember, you guys, I'm going to get ready to get out here. I thoroughly enjoyed this show. Everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer in God. And everything happens for a reason. And I said this from the beginning. There is a time and a season for people in your life and when they exit your life. When they leave your life or they're about to leave your life, even though you may not understand what's going on, don't beg them, don't cry, don't hold them against their will. Just let them go. Their time is up. And whatever purpose God sent them to serve, they served it well. Whether you got hurt, whether you got loved, whether you got abused, I'm just telling you, or whether you got treated royalty. God makes no mistakes, and there's a time and season for all things. And for some people, my season is up. And for others, I'll continue my journey with. But for some people, my season is up. Make no mistake, whatever took place here today was meant to take place. And with that being said, as always, I'll start our music. Thank you so much. If there is a topic you want to talk about, drop me an email, make a comment under one of the videos, get in contact with Andrea, myself, somebody, one of these gemologists, and let them know there's something you want to talk about. And remember, with whatever's going on here, no matter how bad it looks, anything negative, we can take it and turn it into something positive, because that's what I do. I turn dust into diamonds. Think about it. You like me or you don't. I am that girl. So we gonna get ready to get out of here. I'm tired. I got some stuff to do. So with that being said, thank you so much. And my gemologist, Andrea, good looking out. You gonna always look out for me. Thank you, baby girl. Because you know I wanted to explode. With that being said, thank you. I will do so. Thank you, baby. With that being said, oh God, you can tell. With that being said, if you see your king's crown crooked, help him straighten it up. If you see your queen's crown crooked, help her straighten up. Speak life and wisdom into your princes and princesses. They are our joint heirs. They are our future. They are looking to inherit something from us. So make sure we continue to try to gain generational wealth. We want to create generational wealth. Be a blessing and not a bother. It doesn't take much to bless someone. A simple hello, how are you? You look good today. I like your hair. I like your skirt. I like your hat. I like your suit. Can I buy that egg McMuffin from you? I'll hold that door. I'll take these groceries. Just a smile, a simple smile could bless someone. You never know where someone is at mentally. And they just need someone to say, hi, how are you? You look good. We never know. Make sure you be a blessing and not a bother. Make sure you stay safe. You guys, I got to get out here. Catch you on the flip side.